If the Lions go 12-4, I'm sending this tape into ESPN.
Welcome to Champs, baby. We don't win in the specific years that I want us to win. Let's go! Let's go! I was big on them in so much Champs. Because he's not the better player. Watch them play football.
Oh my God! You watched the highlights? Did you watch Johnny Manziel's highlights when he? Whoa, guys! Look at me! I'm gonna go throw the ball.
If Stidham outperforms Newton, Stidham's gonna start. That's all you have. How are you gonna win the division with that? How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nosebleeds podcast. We're back here with a full recap of the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. A lot of games to talk about as we move into the AFC and the NFC championships. My name is Nick Antonakis, and I'm lucky to be joined by the regular cast. We got Chandler Betts, Stuart Brooks back here for another one. How you guys doing?
Good. Pretty well.
I'm looking I'm ascending to heaven in my picture here because the light is just on my face and it's just heavenly.
Golden hour.
Ascending Stuart.
It's golden hour, exactly.
Amazing. Well, let's not waste any time. Hopefully,
let's waste a lot of time. We're gonna end up wasting a lot of time.
It's gonna happen.
We're gonna end up wasting your time if you watch this.
All right. Well, let's waste some time.
And
Guys,
we appreciate.
What's your favorite subject?
What's your favorite sub from Subway?
I don't go to Subway.
Put that in the comments. And Belichick, you have to for Belichick.
Yeah, you have to, or else Bill Belichick will personally send you a letter.
Meatball marinara.
He'll cut off your arm sleeves and just look at you creepily for like 10 minutes.
That's better.
While eating a sub.
Yeah, well, that's why it's hard is beating so quickly. But anyway.
All right. Anyway, now that we've wasted your time, let's go into the divisional round. We'll start off with the first of four games. We got Packers versus Rams. Packers get the W 32-18. Donis is kicking himself because he picked the Rams.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I thought maybe there could be an upset. And the Rams hung around for a good while. It was a 7-point game in the fourth quarter, but finally Lazard made up for his horrible drop.
Yeah, that was a good catch too.
Rodgers put him away. Basically pretty standard to what I expected. They were the better team. And Aaron Donald clearly wasn't 100%, even though he was playing through the pain.
Yeah.
And he also had a really stupid penalty.
Yeah.
They stopped him on third down in the first quarter, and then he just assaulted the Packers offensive lineman, and it was a personal foul. So
they had the Packers interior offensive line had a great game stopping him.
Rodgers had all day to throw. So
yeah, I don't think he got hit once.
No, I can't.
I don't think so. Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, Aaron Jones had a great day too. So O-line was just dominating.
How much to say?
I mean, one big storyline coming out of the game is that apparently Jared Goff and Sean McVay's relationship is fractured, and they need marriage counseling, according to the world of sports.
I think Jared Goff needs a little bit of quarterback counseling because he's not even good. Sean McVay is one of the best coaches in the league.
Yeah,
he's led to the Rams to the playoffs 3 of his first 4 seasons, and Jared Goff's been pretty much hot butt for the last 2 years, but he has made it the playoffs, winning seasons every year. So I'm putting about 5% of the blame on McVay.
I remember on Gridiron Heights I think it was this last year. They said they did a little joke and said this is Jared Goff's last time, or this is Sean McVay said this is Jared's last time before we trade him and replace him with a younger quarterback. Yeah, they probably should have done that because he sucked.
Yeah.
Like McVay is maybe the best offensive coach in football. I might go as far to say that.
Yeah,
and they have an outstanding defense to combat that.
And you have incredible weapons. You have a rookie running back in Cam Akers who's absolutely pounding the rock. You have
great wide receiver core.
You have 2 serviceable tight ends. You have a pretty good offensive line. You're literally in the perfect situation to succeed.
Imagine if Deshaun had this team.
I know. I was just about to say.
Oh my God! But also Jared Goff's contract is terrible. I think it's.
He signed an extension after the Super Bowl.
Is it 45?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Somewhere around there. Hey, maybe does that put the Rams in contention to get Deshaun?
No, it doesn't because they want the money to do it.
Also, they traded.
Well, if they trade away Jared Goff, that's basically a contract for a contract.
I think they're still missing some assets from the Ramsey trade and even some of the other trades that they made.
Yeah,
they really built up this roster over the last 2 years, and they don't have a lot of cap, as Jim said.
That was always going to be the
Woods and Kupp both got extensions, so I don't think.
Oh, Kupp got an extension. Great.
I think it was last summer. Yeah.
Really? I just didn't
Yeah.
even notice. Apparently.
And they're probably going to want to pay at least some amount to Akers in the near future.
Well,
so
he's a rookie. He was a rookie this year, so he's not up for.
He's got
he's
2
on
more
the-
years
he's
left
got
on his
rookie
entry
scale.
level, right?
But we'll see
what's his
if he's
cap
good
hit?
enough then. But yeah,
Oh god, the dead cap would be 65.
65. Oh my god. Rest in peace.
Well, wait. If
Well,
they,
you cut that,
because
it
what's
ends up being around 40 something.
what's Goff's cap hit? 45, you said.
His cap hit's 30. His cap hit is 34 and a half. But
So if they somehow traded him and another piece to the Texans,
that's
Why
not
would
along
the
with
Texans?
picks.
But
not
again,
how-
they don't have. They're not. It's not like the reason why the Dolphins are so, potentially enticing is that they have the third pick in the draft. Like
and Tua.
and Tua, and they have their own first pick, and they have another like early second.
They have the Texans second round.
Yeah,
pick
the
at
Texans, which is
35.
basically a first. Yeah, so the Rams don't really have.
anything.
They have a first, I think, but it's like the
No, they
25th
don't. They
pick or
traded
something.
it.
Or is
Jacksonville has
this
it.
the traded? Oh, this is the second. They traded 2 firsts,
Yep.
right? All right, so they just don't have. They just get
They have nothing to make it happen unless they're going to trade.
their whole entire future.
Unless they're
yeah.
trading Aaron Donald for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't do. So,
no.
Obviously, yeah.
yeah.
I don't
well,
know. It's tough.
Rams are scuffed.
as
They
for the
should-
game, yeah, it was kind of standard.
Yeah.
This is actually a good transition. Nick, do you mind if I make the transition this time?
Go for it.
Okay, so Jared Goff, they paid him after his rookie contract, and they paid him a lot of money, and they pretty much immediately regretted it. There are rumblings that in the next game, Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens, that the Ravens don't pay Lamar Jackson and look to trade him because they see that either it's Lamar Jackson doing the best that he can, and this is their plateau, or they're going to try to get rid of Greg Roman and see if they can get an offensive coordinator who can maximize his Lamar's abilities. But it's very possible, and a couple of news sources have spoken on it in the last couple of days, that Lamar, even though he was an MVP, even though he was incredible, his shortcomings might just be too short for Harbaugh to deal with. So
Who else are they going to get though? Like,
Yeah.
realistically? Are they going to look for the draft?
the money situation, they're probably going to have to, if they pay him, they're going to have to pay him about $40 million. It's going to be
Yeah.
worth $40 million. Versus,
They're not gonna get Deshaun.
No, that's not the.
that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know. We've sort of talked about this about how hard it is to find a franchise quarterback.
Is he a franchise quarterback?
I think
I
he
think
is.
Lamar's their guy. Yeah. I mean, I just think he needs. We
not
got to give the guy
perfect,
credit
but-
because he does have a lot of weapons around him. He was getting pummeled in that game against the Bills.
They
Now
have
that
a
we're
great
on that.
offensive line, though.
They do have a
The
but they-
Bills,
not a-
Bills were just absolutely destroying him.
Even the
Yeah,
Bills
well,
don't
let's
have
wait-
a good defensive line. Who does that really reflect on? Who's holding on to the ball for too long?
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
done with
that's
him. I doubt
true,
they'll
I
trade him.
guess.
That would be. I don't.
No,
wouldn't
I
do
don't
it.
think they'll trade him either. But I mean,
I
if
don't
they
think-
were to, hypothetically, who would they get?
That's the
I
problem.
don't think that it matters.
How are they going to
who
get a better
get,
quarterback?
Or so how much money they save. I think that's the key point.
All right. Well,
But what are they
we'll
going to
see.
do with the money?
Buy a team, buy a wide
They
receiver.
have a good defense.
They don't have a wide receiver.
They can't replace Lamar with a better quarterback.
Well, you don't
And
need a
then
better
the only thing they can do is add weapons
style
for their
quarterback.
now worse quarterback than before.
Yeah, I just don't think it would have to. I guess I feel like they could, in theory, find a quarterback who's a better passer, maybe not as good of a runner, and get better weapons and save money. But like that would require so many dominoes to fall into place. They draft the right guys, they sign the right guys, and they find the perfect quarterback. I don't know who it is.
Well, if there's any team to do it, it's the Ravens. They draft well every year.
They do, but yeah. Well, I mean, I would wager that if this is, it would happen not this offseason. It would
No,
take another year.
it wouldn't be this offseason. It would be next off.
They would have to see what he did this upcoming season. Maybe hoping to get a couple better weapons.
Yeah.
And also, this has been the whole thing about how, Harbaugh might not want, he might realize that he's not going to get that far with Lamar, but the owner, they need to sell tickets and they don't want to have to sacrifice, one of the most electrifying stars in the league.
Yeah.
But you never know. I guess though, I do get what you're coming from about who know. I don't know if he'll probably never be an elite passer. So
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting storyline in this upcoming year. Will Lamar be able to play into a $40 million contract?
right.
That's what he's going to ask for, and that's
Yeah, I mean,
potentially-
there's no reason for him not to when you've seen some of the other quarterbacks who've
Exactly.
gotten around that much. So,
geriatric Ben Roethlisberger.
all right, well, So
Yeah, and then on
actually,
to more of the game itself. I mean, I don't really have that
game
much to
sucks.
say about it.
It was
Yeah.
really
It was a
boring. Well,
terrible game.
I
you know how I was
I
saying.
really thought that this was going to be an awesome game. I was,
You know
I
how-
was
It
looking
was going to
forward
be the
to
best
it.
game.
You know how I was saying
Yeah.
Peyton Manning's pick to Tracy Porter, even though there have been worse throws in NFL history, when it came to like the magnitude of the game in the moment, it was one of the worst throws of all time. In some ways, Lamar's throw was so bad because you're only down 7 and you have the ball at like the 4-yard line. The worst thing possible. You take a sack, you lose 10 yards, you get a field goal, it's a 4-point game. You've been playing well defensively, you get the ball back. Instead, he just threw this horrible pass, and it was just ball game right there. I mean, if you took a survey of how many people thought the Ravens could win the game before the interception, it's probably like 40%, 35%. After that, I would say 3% of people were like, "Oh, the Ravens can win this." Like, I had zero confidence at that point. After that, I was just like, "Oh, nope, that's game. Good night." And then Lamar just got absolutely destroyed. After that, on like this, it wasn't a safety; it was almost a safety. And then it was some rookie. I don't know who's in the game. Somebody Huntley.
Oh, the guy who got hit in the face
Huntley. I don't know who it was.
in his
I don't think
combine
he's
when he was
rookie.
going. He's the one who got hit in the face.
No,
No,
but
he's
he's the
talking
one who
about the
got.
backup quarterback
Yeah.
because McSorley and RG3 are.
Oh, you're talking about the backup quarterback. Oh yeah, Trace
He was
McSorley.
at-
Yep.
I
Sorry.
think.
Well, he wasn't playing.
No,
It was some other
no.
guy.
Yeah, Teron Johnson.
Oh.
Is who you're thinking of, Nick, the guy who at the combine looked the wrong way in the gauntlet passing drill and got hit in the head.
Yep.
That's a funny clip. I didn't even realize that until social media.
Tyler Huntley.
He was
he's
the Utah
22.
quarterback last year.
Saddleback. The hell?
No, he's not good. He was like a 5th round pick, I think.
He doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. I'm not even
Man,
sure. Wow.
that's tough. I think the Nosebleeds podcast is a Wikipedia page.
Oh, you can make
No.
one.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure it does.
Obviously.
Yeah,
20
you know,
years.
all of our fans out there. Oh, whoa, what did I
Shout
just
out to
do?
everybody here. Oh yeah. Also, Mark Ingram just got cut.
Oh,
Yeah.
big trust. Sorry, bro.
No, I mean he did literally nothing.
Nothing.
That was the
I
right
drafted
move.
him this year, and it did
Yeah,
not.
he
It was
sucks.
not pan out. He
Hey,
barely.
but he can go somewhere and
Trust.
you know.
Nope, he's done. He's probably
You
done.
think he's done?
Nothing.
Dude, they have one of the best O lines in the league, as Chandler said, and he
Yeah.
did nothing. So what does that tell you?
I thought that was just because they weren't playing him that much. I mean, he didn't
No,
really
he
get
got
any snaps.
J.K.
this
In the
Dobbins.
year.
first half of the season, he
Looking
got
good.
snaps.
Yeah.
All the rookie
Yeah.
running backs started off a little bit slow, and now
The
they're-
Ravens started the game good. They had 2 Gus Edwards runs up to like the 50 to like the 45-yard line. And then, Justin Tucker, the best kicker of all time.
Yeah, oh my
statistically.
Lord.
Yeah.
He's 90% for his career. And
Justin Tucker.
First time-
has only missed one, or he's only
Yeah.
missed 2 postseason field goals before that game. One of them was last week. One of them was
Patriots, right?
maybe.
Was it the Patriots?
No, that's Cundiff. It was just
That was
before.
Yeah,
It was like a 34
but,
but Tucker, it was his first
second-
time ever missing 2 sub 50-yard field goals in a game in his career, which is pretty amazing. But
God.
That was painful to watch.
yeah, I was rooting for Baltimore, unlike everybody else. So
I was-
I was rooting for
I
Bills.
also-
so, I mean,
shout out
it's
Bills
just I wish
Mafia
it was more entertaining.
For donating to Lamar's charity after
Yeah.
he went out with him.
Yeah.
Most of them donated $8 in honor of his number, and I think they raised over $50,000 for his charity. So shout out Bills Mafia.
Mafia guys. I mean,
I stole $80,000 from his charity though, so he's actually in
Dang.
debt to me.
Net loss.
and then you blamed it on Bills Mafia because we hate them apparently.
Yeah, I do. So
Hey,
I
they're
hope that-
probably the nicest fan base in the NFL.
I'm still
let's just be
rooting-
honest.
I'm still rooting for them to lose
They're
the
the most
most.
interesting.
They're my least
Yeah.
favorite team left in these 4. So I don't like the Chiefs
no,
either.
no,
But
I don't want to see the Chiefs win again. It's
I
just
do.
I hope they both lose. I hope all the
But,
teams
yeah.
lose. Actually, no, I kind of want Tampa to win.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
I'll be
Oh,
rooting for
I don't
Tampa. But,
I don't
we'll
want
get to
Bruce
that.
Arians to win, dude.
Who
That's-
cares? Everybody knows it's all Brady. Even Arians said that. He was like, "Oh, just letting Tom do it,"
He's like, yeah, Tom coaches now. He's like, yeah, you
Yeah.
know, I don't really need to coach. I have Tom Brady.
Yeah. He's been.
Oh,
eating
now
too
you're
much.
saying that after you're like,
The-
oh, Tom
the
needs to be
paint-
better. Tom
the-
needs to be
Yeah,
better.
yeah, exactly.
The paint is finally getting to him. So
Yeah, the paint side effects are wearing off. Who knows? Saturday night before their game, he's just gonna be like drinking up the paint, just
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
screw them
hard.
over.
What's the next game?
Next game, Browns Chiefs. Chiefs
Oh.
win 22-17.
Anything
Mahomes goes down.
possible.
Chiefs almost. I mean, the Browns almost ran away with it. But
I thought the Browns had it.
Tony Romo
shot.
flipped out
I-
in that fourth quarter, or the second half, I will say, because that's when Mahomes went down. He was like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no," and then he was like, "It's fine." And then when he saw it wasn't fine, he was like, "No, no, no, Jim." And then
Because he was
later
like
in the
this, he was like, "Whoa!" He like almost like fell on.
Yeah,
the
he like
ground.
fell over. I was like, oh,
I was scared.
I thought it was something with his ankle first because he like fell
because
on
he had
ankle.
hurt
I
his
was like,
toe earlier in the game.
Yeah, toe, yeah.
He's banged up. Dang. But
Yeah,
look
no,
at
that was
you.
scary
And then-
when he ran down the tunnel and he almost ran into the wall when he was like sprinting down the corner there. That was terrifying. But also to the actual part of the game, like 6 minutes left when the Browns punted, Stefanski sold the game. That was a
They
spineless.
shouldn't have punted. No.
I was
Yeah, no.
And obviously everybody's very upset about two things.
After they drove and scored on like third, fourth down conversions, they didn't.
Yeah.
Well,
started to catch you off.
his thought was that Chad Henne is the quarterback, and obviously Chad Henne can't get a first down. But
and he almost didn't, but also he had a fucking terrible interception to Carl Joseph.
oh, that might have been that.
Oh.
That might be one of the worst throws I've ever seen.
In a playoff game, yeah. I mean, this dude threw all his receivers by about 10 yards. There was not a single Chief even near the ball. It was like
the
he threw it
camera
to him.
angle. I literally said, I was like, oh, he's going downfield. No, he's not.
It wasn't even. I mean, I know Tyreek's fast, but come on. And the thing about the Browns and that everybody's upset about it. Well, two things is that on that was it Peoples-Jones or no, it was T. Higgins, right?
Higgins, yeah.
Yeah, he was
Royce Higgins, but yeah.
He was about to score, and nobody likes the touchback rule. First of all, I can understand it, and then secondly, it should have been helmet to helmet. He led with his helmet with a crown, and he hit him in the head. I know it's really hard to call that when you're trying to figure out whether or not it's a touchback or not. Like that's the last thing on your mind, but that come on, if they score that touchdown and the game plays the same way, they win. They only lost by 5 points, so. The Browns had a real chance. And even when Mahomes was out there, the Browns defense did a good job of stopping them from scoring touchdowns. The Chiefs just couldn't pull away. They couldn't get up by too much. So it was a little bit, slightly concerning, I guess. But I mean, only 2 games left. So there's not much to say about I don't know about the future of this team. They didn't look that good in this game. There's 2 games left. It's either going to happen or it's not.
I also want to talk about that play a little bit more. So Daniel Sorensen, I think that's his first name.
Yeah.
What else can he do on that play? Rashard Higgins is going down. He's trying to dive at the pylon. How else is he supposed to make a better, safer hit than that?
He just can't because he didn't get to him at a time.
Just let him go in.
He didn't get to him in time, so you can't just lead with your helmet as a result of not being able to get there.
Yeah.
If he was faster, he could do it. So, that's the rule. You can't just not. But,
at the same time, the rule is also ball goes in the end zone. I don't like the rule. But
they're both bad.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that came into my head. I have no idea.
But yeah, at the end of the game, when the Chiefs got that first down, I don't know. It was more the 3rd and 18 run that screwed them over because they literally let him run 18 yards on him. What is he? 35 years old, right?
Something like that.
I also think he got that first down. I
think he did. Yeah.
I thought he got it, but
it was a conservative spot. So, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, but
I
either way, they got it on 4th, and then Tony Romo freaked out. He was like, "Only Andy Reid can do this." And Jim Nantz, he started off really excited, and then he's like, "And the Chiefs are going to the AFC Championship." And then Tony Romo came in. He was like, "Oh, Andy Reid can do." I was like, "What the?"
Well, the Chiefs are beginning their streak of AFC Championship appearances now. This is their 3rd straight year. They're going to be bypass the Patriots soon, and we have to just
where you at?
burn all of our Patriots gear.
Bottom of the cellar.
Guys, why?
It's all your fault.
No, well, it's up to interpretation. Viewers, comment down below who is to blame for the end of the Patriots dynasty: Stewart, Nick, or Chandler.
It's actually Donis.
Yeah, it's Donis. He brought death to us all. Damn.
And then there was one more game, right? Yeah.
There's one more game. Yep.
Oh, this was my
Bucs
favorite game of the
Saints.
day.
Battle of the trash. Drew Brees has retired, not officially, but he's pretty much done.
Oh my God, that was probably his worst career game.
And literally in the chat, we were texting. Chris was like, he's getting so mad. We were like, oh, yeah, Drew Brees is the GOAT, right? Yeah, he played 4 interceptions, right?
3.
I'm gonna look right now.
Yeah,
3?
It's also a fumble, but...
Yeah, 3. Yeah, and a fumble. Yep.
Well, he was.
Jameis Winston came into the game, threw a touchdown on his 1 pass completion, 56 yards.
Dime.
Yeah, I mean,
literally couldn't have been more open.
I don't know what happened on. Yeah, I know, right? He was just like it was because the safety ran into like the cornerback, and then they kind of like got confused for a second, and then he was gone. But
the funniest picture of that whole game was other than Brady playing catch with Breeze's kids at the end of the game, but Jameis Winston intently looking at the whatever it's called, the tablet they have at his play, like the guy wasn't 15 yards open from the defender. He was like, oh, what happened? Like, dude, there's nothing to analyze there.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the thing. The Breeze has actually gotten hurt a couple times over the past few years, and they've actually gone 8-2 without him as a starter. That's pretty solid.
Teddy two gloves.
Teddy was like 6-0 or something, or like 5-1, and then this year with Taysom, I know they lost the Eagles, but they did all right. And Breeze, you can't bench the legend, top 10 quarterback of all time, greatest player in franchise history, for a home divisional playoff game. But I mean, honestly, I think Jameis would have given him a better chance. Yeah. Breeze did not attempt a single pass more than like 15. I don't think he attempted a single pass more than 15 yards.
I can't remember any.
He could not. Yeah. It was like every time that it was even 15 yards down the field or so, it was like he was heaving it. It was just kind of sad to watch, honestly. I think post-injury this season was pretty much the end. He didn't look that bad to start this year, but since then,
in all honesty, he should have retired last year at the end of the season after. Yeah. I mean, of course, you don't want to go out like that against the Vikings like you always do. But again, what did we get out of this year? You got a COVID season with basically no fans, nothing like that. Sure, you beat the Bears barely on Nickelodeon, and then you just lose to Tom Brady in the second round. Yeah. Like, it's just...
Yeah, but you got to give it.
I mean, congrats to Drew Brees if this is the end, which it probably is, on an awesome career. But I mean, a little bit of a rough patch to go out on. That was
this is the worst career game.
Well, that's what happens when you waste your franchise quarterback's prime years.
Yeah, Brady.
I mean, they got one Super Bowl, so that's good.
That wasn't even during his prime. His prime was like
his prime was like in the 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah, with the Chargers at one point.
I mean, you still got to give him some blame for the more recent, 2017 kind of stuff. But
yeah, for sure.
But Brady, he didn't have the most insane day, but he did what he needed to do. Something that Shannon Sharp said was like, Brady's way is that he's not going to let you. He's not going to help you beat him. He doesn't make mistakes in these playoff games. He's like, you know what? No, I'm just not going to throw you any interceptions. And he was pretty good. He had that drive to get the field goal was excellent. The throw to Scotty Miller and, the completion to Gronk, it was a good drive. And then he ended up punching in after the second Breeze interception. So, and also, I mean, we obviously know that Breeze wasn't great, but the Bucs defense played excellent.
Yeah.
Especially White is so good at football.
Yeah, he is amazing.
They locked up Mike Thomas, too.
And they got Vita Vea back next week.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, they locked up. Can't guard Mike, huh?
Yeah. You sure can.
He had the same amount of catches as punches thrown to his own teammates this year.
Yeah. Damn.
That's it.
Wait, did he have no catches?
Running Alvin Kamara.
He had no catches.
Touchdown. He's talking about during the season. He only had one touch. He had no touchdown catches this season. Oh, one. Okay. And then I think he had one.
Mike Thomas, really?
Yeah, he was hurt.
And one catch.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But he still played. He played in about 5 games, but
because he had four catches in one.
Yeah, and he did have a touchdown last week, but yeah, well,
it's tough.
Also, Jared Cook kind of sold this game too.
That's facts.
He's been really consistent as a weapon in the league, in Oakland and in Green Bay, and now in New Orleans. But I mean, that fumble was terrible, and that completely changed the game. And then I guess it was pretty much over, but he just let the ball bounce off his shoulder for an interception. So that's sad for him. Maybe he's retiring too. He's getting up there.
Yeah. What is he, like 30?
How old is he? 35? Or older?
33. Corvette.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm actually going to look now because I'm curious.
They should have given Kamara more carries.
I agree.
Yeah, what? They barely even used him.
He was playing good. I didn't really understand that.
Yeah. I mean, for what they usually, he should have gotten more, but it was just. I mean, he didn't even really get involved in the passing game either. But it's just.
Throw the ball. This is
Corvette.
Exactly what's going to happen to Ben Roethlisberger next year.
It's already happening.
Yeah, but it's going to be worse. It's going to be bad.
I hope it's even worse.
They might be the worst team in the AFC North next year.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, if some of these defensive players leave or aren't as good because of all these injuries
Bud
that they've
Dupree's
had,
probably gone.
Yeah, he's gone,
Juju's
probably.
gonna be gone. Not that he's any good.
Yeah. They still don't have a running back.
Burrow's gonna be back. They're gonna give him a little bit better of a team. Lamar's back. Baker's back. That team is gonna. They might not win a game in the AFC North.
They'll probably go 6-10, and then
And no running game.
yeah,
Villanueva's
aging O line. Yeah,
He's gone.
Oh yeah. The Steelers. Oh,
Corvette. Hop in the Nick plane jet. Actually, I heard the Patriots were signing Juju. And
I
Carson
would.
Wentz.
So upset.
Hey, I wouldn't be that bad about Carson
He's
Wentz,
not
but it's
good.
just
Can't create.
even if Juju's all right,
Corvette.
it's just,
Hop in a motherfucking jet plane jet. Okay.
he's
bro,
so
I don't want
annoying.
dancing on Justin Fields' logo in New York.
Oh god.
Corvette. All right. Well, Slant Boy and him can watch the Bucks in the Super Bowl together. All right, and that's all the games.
Yeah,
Staying.
that's all the games. Not too many games to talk about.
Yeah.
Now
Wild card round was far more exciting.
Yeah.
These games, none of these
I had a lot
games,
of-
none of these games, other than the Ravens Bills game, were terrible, but they were not that super exciting. I guess the Browns game was pretty exciting, but
The Browns Chiefs game was the highlight of the weekend by far, but it's just
Chad Henne.
that was not our ceiling in
greatest football
perspective
player of
for
all
what
time.
the weekend was going to look like.
He
But
just
Yeah.
secured himself a lifetime in the booth for that one play. Chad Henne.
Oh yeah, and speaking of Booth, it's probably Breeze coming on. It's just
Breeze going
whatever
up.
network.
Yes.
worst version of Tony Romo incoming.
I hope he goes to ESPN because I need.
Oh, but he already has a contract somewhere.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
He's gonna be the Patriots instead of Dan Fouts.
NBC, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
NBC.
NBC. And technically, it's 2020.
oh
So what are they gonna do with Collinsworth then?
no! Don't you dare get rid of
No
Collinsworth.
way. I think they're probably gonna have multiple.
They'll have
they might
alternating.
run a 3.
They'll have alternate.
No, why would you do that?
Because Collinsworth's bloated. He's like, he always says the most obvious shit ever. He's like, so Al, here's a guy who just like.
Well, they have good chemistry, those two. It's just Drew Brees is gonna come in there and he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm going, yeah, Tom Brady. I played catch with him in my last game. Going back to my
You know what
days in
Drew
church
Brees is
playing
like.
football.
Days
Like-
in
Drew Brees
church
isn't
playing
from
football.
Texas.
He's from like Illinois, somewhere in the
Yeah.
Northeast or something. I don't know.
Nah, he's just developed a southern accent because.
I mean,
you
it's
know,
possible maybe a little bit. He has been in the team for a while, but probably.
Maybe.
Let's see. He was born in Dallas, Texas.
Really?
Where did he go to college?
Look at that.
He went
Look
to
at
high
that.
school.
Purdue.
He went to high school in Westlake, Austin, Texas. Then he was at Purdue for 4 years. Then he was
Yeah,
in
look
I
at
San
look
that.
Diego.
stupid now.
Then he was in
He's
San.
from Texas, and
But
I
then he-
knew it.
But Austin, Texas is not. It's a little different from the rest of the South.
Yeah.
Also-
Texas.
Also, he
God,
spent some
my dude.
time in the north and in the mid and in the south.
And in San Diego.
Yeah.
Yahoo,
They
dude.
should have kept him. They would have been the 2006 champions, but you know
Yeah, they would have been much better.
they went 14-2 with a young Rivers. You don't think Breeze, who had an excellent 06 season, think that team would have been so fucking good? That's the LT MVP season. So
That is tough.
yeah, should have kept
That
him.
is tough.
They were scared because of his shoulder, surgery.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins almost signed him too, but then they were actually like, psych.
Nick Saban
Yeah.
wanted him.
Yeah.
That's always Nick Saban's calling card. Is why he didn't do well in the.
Oh, guys, it's Wikipedia's 20th birthday.
Let's
Happy birthday.
go.
Stop asking for donations, please.
Oh, then you just don't get to
Donation.
use it then.
They don't need it. They obviously don't because they said we will close in the next 30 days if we do not get your donation. 30 days later, they're still there
Yeah,
asking for the same donation.
your donation
Specifically.
specific. They're not asking you. They're saying they need a certain amount to meet the threshold, and they're treating every single person as if.
No, obviously, but I
It's
mean,
them.
they don't need it because they're still alive.
Because
That
they
was
got the
what,
money from
7
someone
to 8
else, dumbass.
meetings.
All right.
Well,
Nick, do we have any
now
questions?
on that note,
Yeah.
we do have questions.
No way.
We will move to
Oh,
the question
Who
on the
clutched it
Nosebleeds
out?
segment.
Who clutched it out? These are the true fans right here.
True fans who clutched out. We'll dive into them. All right, we are back here with the questions from the Nosebleeds segment. We got a couple of questions for you here from our true fans. So thank you to everybody for submitting their questions.
Why
Oh,
do
we
you say
got
that?
one,
Why do
two,
you say
three.
that only the
Oh,
true fans?
we got 5, and then we have a question from Stuart. So, okay, I'm just getting over that. We're gonna start with a question from Jack. Thank you guys for submitting these questions. We'll start with Jack's first question. Do the Bucks have a serious shot at upsetting the Packers and then winning it all?
Hell yeah.
They definitely have a
Tom
shot at it.
Brady. Come on now. You got to give him some chances. He's got the
I think
weapons.
they have a shot,
He's
but
got
I don't
the
think
defense.
they will.
I'm going all in on the Bucks. They are winning the Super Bowl. Book it right now.
This is where their road ends for me.
Nope,
I
they're
agree.
taking down the Packers. In cold weather, Brady, I'm sorry, he's going for 304 touchdowns. Sorry,
Dude,
Rodgers.
Brady's blood might be thinning though.
I got this.
I hope
We
it
got-
snows.
We got this.
Then we just have
Bucks
Tuck
Nation.
Rule 2.0.
Bucks Nation, rise up.
I don't know. It's gonna be a great game.
Or terrible
I
game.
hope. I
I
mean,
think there's absolutely a shot. I personally think that the Packers are gonna win, but it's gonna be a great game.
let's be honest. If they get to the Super Bowl and they play the Chiefs, they're toast. Mahomes is
Why?
looking for revenge.
I think whoever wins. is
On
gonna
what?
win.
What do you mean revenge? They beat him last
from the
season.
last
I checked.
AFC Championship game,
That
the
was 2
last
years-
important game they were involved
How does
in.
that change
Yeah, I mean,
anything?
nothing.
They're not physically playing against one another, and this is a
No,
completely
Mahomes,
different defense.
Mahomes wants to smoke. Tom Brady will
Yeah,
be
bro.
like, oh.
Yeah,
This is what
I forgot the time that Aaron Rodgers played safety against Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. So yeah, no.
They're not dueling.
The Bucks played the Packers this season and they beat them. by a
Fun
lot.
fact: both of these teams, both matchups, the AFC and NFC championships, also happened in Week 6.
Yeah, and they're gonna happen, and it's gonna be the same outcome. It's gonna be a Bucks Chiefs Super Bowl. So you know.
Yeah.
Stop.
Confident.
Cap.
I'm all in on Tampa Bay during this game, but
Yeah, Stewart's all on Tampa Bay. I'm. all on-
I was right. I thought they were going to be really good. I had them going to the NFC Championship, and I was right. However, I did have them playing the Eagles, so you know that was sort of wrong.
I think
But
I had the Saints beating them in.
everybody else didn't out of the 3 of you, I think, so
Yeah.
or 4 of you.
That's tough. Roger
Well-
Brees wasn't gonna have an arm by the end of the year.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jack, for that first question. We'll go to Jack's second question that asks, even if Mahomes plays, will he be in good enough condition to give the Chiefs the win?
I hope so.
I'm not a doctor, though I do have the white coat on. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
a
was
doctor.
thinking. Yeah, you guys look like you are.
Dr. Bats, give us your
wish I was,
analysis.
but we don't. The biggest thing is we don't even know if it was actually a concussion. Like it could have just been neck damage.
It could have just been, or the wind not get knocked out of him a lot or something.
I don't think they would be in because they're talking.
Oh, right.
about
He wouldn't be in
protocol.
concussion protocol, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm just doing my
But,
Romo reaction, so you.
yeah. Oh,
Oh,
guys,
Jim, you know, you
I
get the
think-
wind knocked out of you.
I think he just jammed his
Oh,
non-throw.
look at
Oh
that.
my gosh!
Whoa.
I think he just jammed his non-throw.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Sorry.
Wake up.
Where was I? Something.
Taylor just got rattled. You're not a doctor.
No idea
That's what
where
it
I
was.
was.
Being a
Patrick
doctor?
No, I'm not a doctor, and yeah, we don't even know what it is. So, like concussion protocol, it's not
CT.
easily clear.
I heard he was in.
I
Yeah,
think
he is in concussion protocol
He's
still.
in
That's
wheelchair
what
protocol.
people are saying. Nobody's. Andy Reid
That's the
directly
report that
said
came
they're
out.
in from. Schefter
SB
said
football.
that.
Let me just look him up right now. Patrick Mahomes is second.
I think Schefter said that today, but
He may have tweaked the
there's-
nerve in concussion protocol per
yeah, the
report.
nerve damage and concussion protocol are two different things.
Mahomes still in concussion protocol. Too early to tell if he'll play Sunday.
That's from Schefter, right? I
This
saw
is
that.
what Reed said. He got hit in the back of the head and kind of knocked the wind out of him. All right, I was right, sort of.
Let's go.
And everything else with it. He's doing great right now, which is real positive. Watch that one. The real positive as we looked at this, passed all the deals that he needed to pass. So we'll see where it goes from here. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
That means nothing. Yeah. We still don't really know if it was concussion. There's a lot of chatter about it being a nerve injury, and if it's a nerve injury, let's say he gets hit in the neck on one play,
Then he dies.
then he stumbles again. He's out for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And then we have Chad Henne for 3 quarters.
Still getting that win. Josh Allen will be exposed
Right.
against the fraudulent,
wow.
the fraudulent Bills. Hey, I mean, I know the Ravens
The
defense is
fraudulent
good.
Bills,
Hey, they
Fraudulent
haven't
Bills
looked that
defense
good
is
in the
good.
playoffs out here. Let's be honest.
they looked really good in the first game.
Sort of. They almost
Not
lost.
really. They
Good.
almost lost that game.
They
should've
almost lost,
it.
and their offense was lackluster in the first half.
Yeah.
And
All right. Well,
I
their
still think
defense
they
came resurrected from the dead to absolutely crucify
yeah,
the
and
Ravens.
and
Wow,
how many
they
points?
crucified
How many
Lamar
points did Josh
Jackson.
Allen score yesterday? 10
17.
points yesterday.
10,
10 points. Oh yeah, it's gonna stop Mahomes. And he puts up 35 in the first
Dude,
half.
they're-
So
they're
yeah.
If Mahomes plays, that's
He
the
will play.
I think he will play. He will. Play.
Vegas is saying that Vegas is hedging their
Vegas
bets
is
that he's
never
going to
wrong.
play. Wow, that's a bold hill.
What happens in
die on.
Vegas stays in Vegas, guys.
That's not really what I was going for, but okay.
All right,
Everything that happens in Vegas is morally justified. Is exactly
But yeah, back to
what
the
Nick is
question.
saying.
If
Las
Mahomes
Vegas
plays,
Raiders. All right, whoa.
Wait, what was the question?
If
Mahomes
If he plays, do you think he'll be in good enough condition to give the Chiefs the W?
Probably, because if he's going to play without, it probably means that there isn't a huge risk of him getting actual nerve damage or him
I'll
being
say
actually
this.
injured. So he'll probably be fine.
If he plays all 4 quarters, the Chiefs will win the game. But if not, I'm
Chad
placing my
Henne?
money on the Bills.
Well, you can't just change your team mid-game.
Yeah, that's not really
so yeah.
No, obviously not. But you know,
Well, if Blaine Gabbert comes in for the Bucks, I'm not going to give him a chance either. So
Yeah.
damn.
I don't know, man. I think Jordan Love's the best backup quarterback left in the playoff.
Who's the backup for
probably.
Buffalo? Matt Barkley.
Matt Barkley, I think.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
bad.
that's tough.
I mean,
Stephon
he's not
Diggs.
good, but you know. Well, that's
Well,
too bad. All
Yeah.
right.
So
Next question.
To directly answer the question, probably yeah.
Next question. Thank you, Jack, for those 2 questions. We'll move to Ethan, who asks, who are the teams most likely to trade up or down in the draft?
I don't know. Ask
Ooh.
Chandler.
Let me think.
That's a good question.
Detroit, Houston.
Up or down?
Detroit up. I'm doing all the ups first. Detroit, Houston, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati up to get
Who
what?
would
Yeah.
where would they trade up for Jamar Chase?
Can I
Just to
sue up?
find. Oh, okay, right.
They're at 5, though.
They don't really need a wide
5?
receiver. No, maybe not.
Well, because the Jets are going to be totally willing to trade it. Jets down. Don't be surprised if the Jets trade down. They did. They traded up.
Patriots are probably going to trade down. Let's be honest.
Probably. I was going to get to that. Yeah.
Even possibly Atlanta.
I don't think Atlanta will trade down. They're gonna.
You think they'll hold? Yeah.
They're just gonna stick and probably get some kind of defensive play. They're gonna overdraft Patrick Surtain. Trade up. I expect probably Los Angeles to try to trade back up into the first round. I wouldn't be surprised if Indy might trade up to try to get whoever their number 2 offensive tackle is, because Anthony Costanzo retired.
Mhm.
Don't be surprised if Baltimore trades down, because they already have a lot of talent, and they're probably just going to go for whenever they can get the number 1 wide receiver that would be on the board. Like, they're in kind of an awkward position now that they lost. There's not really going to be like a mid-20 wide receiver. There's going to be like a late 20 wide receiver. So if they could trade down like 7 picks, I would look for that. Packers probably trade out of the first round. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Dolphins maybe might make a move. Saying that because Ethan did the question. If Houston trades up, it's probably for Deshaun Watson in a Deshaun Watson deal, and that's probably sending him to Miami, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Miami.
I can't think of anything you missed. I mean, maybe.
I have no idea.
I mean, what pick do the Raiders have?
They went
13?
8-8 this season,
They have
or
13,
did they go?
Yeah.
13?
Wait, do they even have? Yeah, they do have their pick.
Yeah.
13, I think. Yeah.
They don't trade up, do they? You don't think?
No.
Probably not. They're probably content with Carr, so I don't.
Who are they
going
to get? Who would they even draft? Probably defense.
Probably looking for defense. Yeah.
Defense. Yeah. Actually,
They have decent offense, so pretty good offense.
A lot of good players are going to slip in this draft. There are a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Yeah, this is boring.
Yeah, I don't have any other ones.
I don't know
question,
enough of the
Ethan. Thank
players
you.
in the draft, but Chandler's got this.
Yeah.
He's our resident Mel Kiper. So
Nick, Nick, I just shared with Nick.
Who in the hell is Mel Kiper?
Yeah, he just shared me the document. I was going to help him fill it out for the draft coverage.
It's like 40 something.
It is a monster. Oh my
it's
god!
It's probably gonna end up being like 100 pages.
Jesus Christ!
That's a lot.
All right,
I can only name about 15, or maybe not even that many draft prospects. I don't watch enough college sports. All right, what's the next one?
Next one, another question from Ethan. This is actually our last question. So Ethan asks,
actually not.
Do the Chiefs even have a chance if Mahomes is out? So
No.
I'm gonna say yes.
No,
because fuck the Bills. That's why.
Dude.
No, they don't have a chance.
No
Mahomes
yes, they
out.
do. Yep, they
No.
do.
Running back.
Nope.
Josh Allen will just suck against the Chiefs.
They're going to get danced on, dude.
Nope. Watch
Yep.
it. Watch Chad,
They might not.
Chad
They might
Henne.
put up zero. They
Give him a week of reps. Get him CHH. I don't know if he's playing back.
I don't.
Josh
think so.
Allen sucks. Their offense is fraudulent.
CEH.
Their offense is fraudulent.
There.
It's not even that good. Tyrann Mathieu, they got some turnovers. You get Chad Henne, throw a touchdown. Travis Kelce, 14-10 Chiefs.
Throw a touchdown, sure. He's going to get absolutely pelted by the Bills' defensive line.
Hey, as long as he
And then
keeps
the
It's not even
secondary,
good.
which is
They don't
already
even have a good
sharks smelling blood. He's just going to be like, oh, throw a ball up there.
Dude,
Trey
Cole
White,
They
Beasley
don't
will
even,
go
the
for
Bills.
eight.
The
Grab
Bills
that,
don't even
run
have
all
a
back
good
the other way.
defensive line.
Pick six,
Yeah, they
touchdown,
suck.
baby. Woo!
The Bills have a sick shit defensive line. So Mahomes, if he is playing, will just sit back there all week and throw touchdowns. So
Yep.
Well,
It's
the Bills win this
I
game. I'm
thought
gonna
it'd
shoot
be
myself. So rooting.
No, if the Bills win, I'll dance next
Mafia.
week.
jumping through a
I
table.
can't see I can't see another AFC East team go to the Super Bowl.
I will say
It's
I
okay.
wouldn't mind.
They're
No, it's not
living on the
okay.
Patriots.
They're
They're
it,
living on
they're
the
it.
Patriots.
I would say I
legacy.
wouldn't mind Tom Brady dropping 60 on the Bills just for good time. For old
That would be nice.
That would be
nice.
very
No,
nice.
yeah, it's the Bills' worst
If the
nightmare.
Bills-
That's
if
what I
the-
said last week.
I would rather see the Packers and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, but if the Bills win, I want the Bucks to win just to see Brady drop infinite amounts of points on the Bills for old time's sake, and so we can all be sad that he's no longer with us.
And then imagine he just gets, or what if he just gets
Dude, if he
absolutely
loses to the
destroyed?
Super
If it was
Bowl,
the Bills, I would burn the Brady jerseys. To the
that
ground.
would be
What? And then imagine he just retires. He's just so depressed. You just end it all. Damn. End his
That's
career.
Yeah,
Josh,
all right.
imagine Josh Allen. He's like, Tom, I worshipped you growing up.
Oh,
He's like, you just made
come
me
back.
retire.
Please don't let
Tom,
this
come
happen.
back.
All
Please
right,
be my
this
backup
is-
quarterback.
Tom's like, son, I'm retiring.
There are
He's
4
like,
potential
"No,
Super Bowl
Tom."
matchups. That is my worst nightmare
Tom, I'm
result
sorry,
out of the 4
please.
remaining.
Yeah, probably.
That's the darkest timeline for Patriots fans.
Yeah,
Damn.
The Bills cannot win this game, or else it will be just
that's gonna
depressing.
be bad. Okay.
Well, that's a
That's the
GG
question.
on the questions. Thank you.
No
everybody, for
way,
sending
there's
them.
Thanks
one
for
more.
posting them on time, Nick.
No, actually, there's 2 more,
Yeah, there are 2 more, right?
but I will not be reading them because they are
Ah.
detailed in the bonus section.
Okay.
So, on that note, let's dive into the predictions. We'll do bracket predictions as well as our
Short
normal
takeoff.
record spread predictions. So we'll start off with the bracket ones. Stuart,
Oh,
why
we're
don't you
doing
break
bracket
down
first. Okay, so we
how
went
we
four,
did last week on the bracket?
collectively. We went undefeated. Good
Let's
for us.
go.
Let's go.
I'll pick the Bucks, which is kind of surprising that Donis did. We all
Yeah.
basically Donis was low key picking the Ravens, but we all picked the Packers.
Yeah.
Not the Ravens, the Rams.
Rams.
And then I guess basically we all picked Buffalo, especially once we figured out that it wasn't going to snow,
Yeah.
and then we all picked the Chiefs. So yeah, we all got that 4-0. We're 8-2 so far in the games. We went 4-2 in the wild card. So there's only 3 games possible left here. So Packers, Bucks, Chiefs, Bills. Should we assume Mahomes is playing for this one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
At least I'm going to be.
All right. We'll start with the earlier game, which is Packers, Bucks. So I mean, you guys probably won't like the Packers. So
I will be taking the Packers, yeah.
I will be going so in on the Bucks this weekend.
I will be taking the Packers as well.
I really
Let's
hope they
go,
win.
Nick.
And I'm picking them to win, but you all can pick the Packers. All right, Chiefs, Bills. I'm taking the Chiefs if Mahomes is playing.
I'm also taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I will, but I mean, I'm more on Bills Mafia's team here.
Fuck the Bills.
Dude,
All
I
right.
don't mind
No.
the Chiefs. I don't mind the Chiefs.
Me neither. And then Packers, Chiefs, Super Bowl.
Give me
which
the
is what we-
Packers.
I like
Packers.
the
Even
Chiefs.
easier this time because Mahomes will be shaken.
After 2 weeks, if
Yeah,
he's
probably
healthy
that.
in this game, I don't think so, dude.
I
No,
just still think the
no.
Packers are a better football team.
I think
Guys,
the
I'm a
Chiefs
football.
will
I'm a football analyst. I know these things.
Shut up.
Totally.
win. You are such a dumbass.
Shut up.
All right. All right. Let's go to the spread predictions now. Okay. So last week.
That was fast.
What? Well, it was only 3 games.
No,
so-
yeah.
Yeah.
So last week, I have this paper up here. I went 2-2. Man, I'm always finishing freaking last. I finished 2-2. Chandler went 4-0, and then Donis and Nick. Donis isn't here today, but Donis and Nick both went 3-1. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Is it-
basically, I'm gonna need to disagree with Chandler for all 3 of these weeks in order to have a chance at the overall record. But at the same time, I think I might just go in for the playoff record win
Which means
because
nothing, by the way. But yeah.
it does mean something actually. So
Means nothing.
I
Yeah,
have
if you
created the
finish with a
show.
better playoff record, that's something.
Yeah, it is. I will
Well,
take
but
it.
You
And
guys
that was
might-
close enough.
Probably
We'll
close.
see. We'll see how the spread
We'll
goes.
probably tie
Yeah.
anyway. But anyway.
I'm not gonna just pick against you. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
All right, so Bills or actually the early game. Let's go with that. Bucks at Packers. The Packers are 3.5-point favorites. Taking the Bucks. Y'all probably take the
3.5.
Packers.
So let's do. I think it's gonna be a field goal. I'm gonna take the Packers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Packers too. There goes my chance at the overall.
Well, it was fun.
You have
Well, actually, no, we
conceded
would have
the-
tied. Anyway, we would have tied.
Yeah,
So,
you would have.
Yeah.
Screw ties.
Bills at
Congrats,
Chiefs.
Chandler.
The later game. The Chiefs. We're assuming Mahomes is playing, as John said. Vegas is 2. The Chiefs are favored by 3.
Give me the Chiefs.
That's the Chiefs.
Is it 3
Okay.
or 3.5?
Can we do
Three right now.
a prediction if Mahomes isn't playing?
I mean, we
Just like the weather last week?
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
Yeah, somewhere we can
Well,
post
it's
on
just gonna be-
Instagram.
Well, but then we'll probably have to go against whatever the line is at that time.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
because it might
yeah,
change
yeah.
to
'Cause
Bills
it's
by
going-
5.
let's
or
say
something.
Mahomes doesn't play, the line's probably gonna be like 5 at least.
5 or 6 for Buffalo, right? So we'll have to see.
Yep.
So,
I'll go
if
Chiefs
Mahomes-
for now.
Yeah, Chiefs.
But
if Mahomes isn't
Stay
playing,
tuned
I'll
on the
take
Instagram at nosebleeds__podcast.
That's 200.
If you want to check out 2 underscores, that's right. Thank you, Chandler, for reiterating. But nosebleeds__podcast, check that out.
Yeah,
If Mahomes doesn't play, that
Wake up.
will be
wake
the
up,
location
wake
of our
up,
predictions.
Wake up. Wake up.
Oh. And then
Run,
I just.
run.
So yeah, you can't do it because you are all
Wait.
white in there.
Wait. They know your location. You can't fucking do it.
All right, boys, we're gonna go black screen for the rest of the podcast. Very good.
Well,
Alright.
that's basically it for the podcast. So long. Wow, what an end.
What then?
Incredible. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. We'll be back next week with our final weekly. Actually, no, we'll have one more after the Super Bowl. So our second to last weekly NFL recap episode. But during the offseason, we'll do some.
Yeah, we should do some prop bets for the Super Bowl, or not like
I'm game.
we
I'm
should look at them.
Sure.
we
I'll
cannot
do it.
legally bet
We
in the
cannot.
state, and me and
Can
Nick
we-
cannot legally bet at this
Yeah,
age.
we totally aren't betting.
Is it? We literally are. Is it?
We can't-
21?
It's 21. I don't even think it's legal here. So
No,
It's not.
sports
We can
betting. No, wait.
go to New
Isn't
Hampshire,
sports
though.
betting becoming legal?
I don't think so.
it's weird. It's like
You can go up to New Hampshire or Rhode Island if you want to bet, but we can't.
Yeah, let's just get. I don't even know the word.
Caught?
No, not caught. Whatever. I forget. I was gonna say, I don't know, transported. I don't even know. To Stuart, what are you doing?
Just
Direct
drive
messages.
there.
Nicholas. That's not how you spell it. Nickholas. Amazing. Well,
Don't ever use.
that's
the
it for the
word
episode, everybody. We'll be back next week with a full recap of the AFC and NFC championships, as well as a preview of the Super Bowl. And that'll be our final week for predictions. So that'll do it from here. My name is Nick Antonakis, along with Chandler Betts and Stuart Brooks. We'll see you back here next week for another episode. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.